Okay, so I'm kind of recording this mainly to actually test if this format will look good. If any of you are watching, could you please let me know if this like text is too hard to read in the chat in the comments? That'd be very helpful. I'm very used to looking at everything super small, but I don't know if this is going to be a problem when you're trying to like read what I have in text. Anyways, so I'm not really going to specify what's in this YouTube video. This is going to be like my first YouTube video that I'm releasing. That's outside of like the course content that I've created specifically. Um, and I'm going to basically show you how to use ChatGPT to do things like get your recertification exam done really quickly and like be confident in it. Um, so yeah, um, basically I'm just started. I did like 3 or 4 tabs so far, and I decided I was going to set up a GPT, and I'm setting it up right now. So I'm going to show you kind of how I set it up and what context I think is going to be relevant to set something up like this to be able to like use it as a calculator, use it as a tool, right? Um, don't know if I mentioned this, so if I'm double mentioning it, I'll probably cut this out, but I'm not planning to really publicize in the title or in the description that this is what I'm really planning to do. But yeah, this is kind of like using AI as a tool to be able to like go through the recertification extremely fast, essentially. So let's do it. Or let me show you where I'm at, essentially. So I put in the instructions. This is a ChatGPT project, by the way. So just click new project. You can start one of these. How you use it doesn't really matter. You could theoretically kind of set this up as in just like sending it in a chat, but memory and GPT works differently. And I don't want to get into stuff that I don't even know much about, but essentially, this is a really good way to have like a set of context and a set of instructions that don't get confused by super long memory problems because your chat is like hundreds of messages long. Um, okay, so these are the instructions. This is gonna be a nightmare to edit, but these are the like, you just keep like zoning out. Okay, so I got distracted. These are the instructions that I have set up for this. Then basically I'm preparing the files that I'm going to add here. So essentially I was starting by like doing pictures as well, but I don't think these pictures are going to be very helpful context for it and might actually just confuse it more. So I'll go ahead and just dump this into a folder. I have been basically doing text only. So my goal here is I'm really trying to give ChatGPT basically the what do you call it? The index of everything that would be in this recertification exam because that's kind of how a QBO accountant or account manager, QB account manager explained it to me one time where it's like it's open note is at least what they told me. And your goal is to kind of just get it done. Like it's like a formality almost. And, you know, a lot of people won't even take the time to go through the whole thing and figure out a way to do it. I'm getting recertified, so it's a little faster. Anyways, I'm going to get into actually doing it instead of yapping. Um, Here we go. So, what was the last thing I pasted? And you don't really need to see everything I've done before, but basically, like, I'm going through and I'm sectioning out each of like the different tabs that they section it out into, and I'm pasting everything. And you're gonna watch me basically do the rest of this course if it doesn't take 3 hours. Um, the auto tax is being blocked until it's resolved. Blocked until it's resolved. Okay, yeah. This is where it was. So then. Oh, okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep pasting this. And basically I'm giving it, because the first time, or I've done this twice now because I've done it a couple of times over the past 7 years. I think I had 2 different accounts, one for like a company I was working for and then now my own. Um, and so this is, sorry, my ADHD is kicking in. I keep getting notifications. Um, okay, I need to mute this. Hold on. I got distracted by notifications, so I am completely lost. But anyways, copy and pasting, and basically you're giving it the entire index, right? So, oh yeah, okay. So what I was explaining before, I've taken this a couple times, and I've taken this a couple times for different reasons, and there's such specific questions on there sometimes where the wording is like specifically inside their course somewhere. And I think they do it because like they're forcing you to kind of actually go back and read because, most of it is going to be general knowledge. Um, but yeah, anyways, so collecting up, okay, so I copied that self onboarding in the workforce app. Then I-9. I don't even use QuickBooks Payroll, so I'm a Gusto fan. You want a stack to use for your stuff? Gusto and Relay Financial, my favorite two, like startups turned great small businesses or startup businesses. Okay. Okay. And I'll probably try to do a version of this or like a GPT setup like this for zero. I am likely going to put this in. Well, actually, I'm not gonna put this anywhere because like you want to save yourself time. I'm not gonna save it all for you. You can copy and paste all of this. Maybe I'll give it to you if you want to pay for it. Because I'm literally just copy and pasting, and if you want to save all the time, you can also copy paste. Anyways, I might need to refresh the page. It's doing that weird thing where it doesn't want to highlight everything I'm highlighting. Like GPT is going to be able to contextually, hopefully, who knows? I might be doing all of this recording, and we're going to get to the end, and it's going to be, tell us this. Can't copy that. Whatever. So the cool thing is we haven't had a video in the ones that we've done so far. Oh, yeah. Anyways, we have one coming up, so it's gonna be fine. This one is a really long one. I thought the second one was really long, but so this is what I love, right? Like, I don't know if they're required to do this for like for like just as like whatever, what is it called, accessibility reasons, but I don't need to even watch the video anymore. And now ChatGPT take the transcript. Oh wait, hold on. I like to put in trend. Oh wait, no, I think I highlighted that actually. Should be there. Oh, this is such a long transcript. Yeah, they want me to watch all of this. Daniel is the name. Yeah, okay. Yep, transcript uploaded. All right, so okay, so gonna go ahead and refresh this. What am I on right now? I'm on 506. If I lose it. All right, perfect. And I just stopped at the task, so this cool cars, perfect. Okay, maybe it's just this website page is not happy with, or it's designed maybe to try to stop me from doing this, and that is not stopping me very well. So this is also what I like to do. I like to copy this, and then It's not bad to try to solve it. Which of the following statements of Intuit Assist is true? I have not read anything, so let's see. This is like stuff I learned in high school too, where you're finding an answer by eliminating wrong answers, right? So for using Intuit Assist, you must enable an advanced type of accounting. That's probably true, but it's only one of the options. Intuit Assist only available to QuickBooks Online or Enterprise Suite. Probably. That is definitely wrong. Business Feed uses Intuit Assist to surface. Probably not. It could probably do that itself. That is probably a thing. That is probably a thing. That is probably true. Oh, man. Oh, okay. So you have the question here, right? So then now, bam. But, beauty of, excuse me, the answer. Client using Enterprise Suite, how should you access their account? Probably that. Who knows? Haha. Then summing up. You'll get really good at copy pasting when you do this. Essential task for accountants, in my opinion. Oh man, come on. So that it doesn't look like it copied, but even when the animation happens, it's still like highlighted in the back. So I'm like here, I'm dragging, trying to drag. So it's still highlighted. Now I do Control C and it's still there. See, as well as any enhancements. Okay, so oh, that's the end. Cool. All right, we're almost there. If you like this type of stuff, like bookkeeping is, I mean, we're not going to be copying and pasting to learn bookkeeping, but my course is exactly this. You don't get to see my face on that one, quite honest. But you don't get to see my face on that one, unfortunately, but you're getting to see my face now, and I'm doing this full time now, so we're going to see a lot more content over time. Insert call to action, subscribe now. It feels like, I don't know, who knows? Feels a little cheesy, but I don't know, it's working, and probably shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yeah, it looks like if you like are trying to copy it, it tries to slow you down if oh my god, I could have just skipped to this. FF. Okay, that's fine. This is perfect because I'm going to be able to show you like, all right, we're going to be adding this to, why is it pulling up discount? Okay, anyways. So anyways, we'll add this to the list as well because this is not going to be the exact script and everything that's needed. But yeah, okay. Let's see what that file name was. And then, so this is what I was doing earlier. Oh, I do need to add these images because I've referenced them like that in the, I've referenced the other pictures like that as I was going because I thought it would be helpful, but they are really don't add too much context. Okay, let's do it. So let's try all of this. So, this is like, oh, well, I closed it. It's okay. We can see other examples. But basically, I have like a bunch of these, right? I have all these text files. These are everything. I'm going to save, close, Control S, Control W, Control S, Control W. Then what I'm going to do, 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 I'm going to Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, add files, and then I'm literally just gonna drop all this in. And then also you can tell up here I have the plus. So again, you're probably gonna hit limits really quick because I think it's 3 file uploads a day with the free version. All right, perfect. We got everything in here. All right. All right, and this is one reason I really like this browser. I don't know if other browsers can do it. They probably can, and this one's really heavy, but my computer's actually decent, so I don't mind what it does. All right, let's do it. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to screenshot this. You see, I have a screenshot, whatever. If you need to do it manually, you're going to go here. You're going to find this thing. It's called snipping tool, I think. Yeah, just snipping tool. Anyways, paste. And I have the instruction set up that it knows it's going to get an image. So I want to also see if this is going to hallucinate. Ah, dude, I love this. Okay, so when adding client to QuickBooks Online Accountant, select the option to build a firm and an option to build. Oh yeah. All right, let's do this. I'm so excited. I love this because I was born in '97, got to see a lot of like technology back then. Like grew up on dial-up and I forget the name of that like Pixart thing that it was like interactive. Anyways, that's a whole journey down a nostalgia lane. Only firm members with correct permissions can view roles. Like, I'm hoping at the end of this we get 100, and all we had to do is look at this, right? Tasks can be created as standalone items or part of the project. Tasks can be given an assignee, a status, and a due date. Okay, sorry, I was thinking about ADHD, man. I was thinking about a title for this video that wouldn't like give me away, but be very helpful for anybody that's early on in this process with me, or like an early subscriber. Because I just did question 3. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm listening to music. It's muted. Can now change the tax rate for an individual invoice. You can now select see the math. You can now group billables for by service. I'm gonna be really mad if I do this and it gives me less than an 80. I know you get a couple of tries, I'm pretty sure, to redo it. But I'm really hoping this gives me like a straight 100. That would be really cool. And like I also want to clarify, like this isn't really about cheating or anything. This is really about like I just thought this would be a very interesting way to show you in like not a very technical way. Like anybody could actually kind of watch this and basically figure out how I set this up and use it in so many different ways, right? Um, I say this in a lot of different places. I comment this all the time. I'm a big advocate for education. Like, if you don't have the money to invest into a business to make more money, like you're going to have to invest your time to learn something to be able to do something, right? Um, if you go to my subreddit, there's a ton of like free information. Prowl through my profile, and you'll find comments where I'm kind of just responding to random business owners and stuff that's just adjacent to what I like and what I do. And you will, find, I have drop shipping, kind of like consolidated information on that, like because I don't really think drop shipping is for me, but drop shippers their business model really depends on like their meta ads or their ads just being really, really good and picking like a really good product that hasn't been sold in another market, right? So a lot of people think drop shipping is about pulling something like finding a really cheap Chinese product and then just selling it, but it's really finding a cheap Chinese product that's already working on a market, TikTok, and then bringing that to Facebook or like Walmart or Target if you like if that product wasn't already on Facebook. So like if that product is on TikTok and all the other ones, you wouldn't go and create a dropshipping store around it. You would want to find someone that is selling it on TikTok and is new enough to where it's not on all the other things. And that's how they make it. Like those drop shipping brands will be very short lived unless it they end up finding this really good pain point and like customer base that they're able to reach with ads. You want to have your anyways. ADHD. I'm going into a whole nother thing when I could just be doing this test. You're willing to learn and you're willing to put in time, just like I said, like I'm not going to share all of these note like text documents just because even though I already have all of them prepped and ready to go if this works 100%. It's about putting in a little bit of time and effort to do some stuff. Change the details of the bank account they want to be paid into without having to contact their customers. They can get paid without I'm pretty sure there's probably at least one question where it gave me the right answer, but I selected the wrong one. I'm going to think it gave me the wrong one. 10. I'm going to make sure the numbers all line up. I'm not. Okay, cool. 11. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, so for this one specifically, I'm actually probably going to read this because I don't know if this is a problem with the current models, but it does struggle with dates. One of your clients schedules a QuickBooks bill payment using faster ACH payments. They schedule it at 1 p.m. on PT on Monday, May 5th. When should the render receive the payment? Okay, so we need to see the typical faster ACH payments time. Okay, let's look at the source just to double check that it's actually referencing. So it's saying Tuesday, the May 6th, if we sent it on May 5th, right? That's what it's saying the answer is. So from general update, let's just pull it up. General updates.txt. Faster ACH payments. As early as the next day to be paid out on this example. If you're on Monday, your client wanted to schedule a payment, the earliest they could be for was Tuesday to be paid on Wednesday. So schedule. Okay, so 1 p.m. PT. What is the cutoff time? Scheduled on a business day before 5 p.m. Now clients choose can be scheduled on the same business day up until 5 p.m. Okay, yeah, perfect. So this is just same day ACH. To be paid the next day, still excluding weekends. The next day. Okay, yeah, perfect. So May 5th, scheduled on May 5th, 1 p.m. Yeah, perfect. That's the next day ACH. Relay offers that for free as well. You don't even have to pay QuickBooks for their services. Okay, GPT is not struggling with dates as much as I thought it would. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's like a one-day thing, but at the same time, never know. And like the other thing too is like I could have conversed with it here, but I also don't like kind of messing up like the flow it has. Like if I start talking, then the memory might mess up or something. Anyways, it's a familiar platform, reduces training time, enables your firm. Yeah, that's probably correct. It's a multi-firm question. That's the end of the video. Go check out my other shit. All right, so that's the end of the video. Go check out my other stuff. Yeah, basically I just showed you. It's pretty cool and it works. I'm glad it worked for me and I don't have to waste so much time. I started at like 9:30 on this, so have a good night.